Hello everyone, I'm Leo, the Reyee Wireless PM. Firstly, welcome all of you to join our Reyee Wi-Fi 6 global launch event. Today, in this event, not only have products introduced, but also testing videos. Okay, during the event, if you have any questions, please comment in the chat box. We will have assistants will answer you and can discuss in QA session. Okay, as you can see, today's subject is Hello Wi-Fi 6, but why we choose now to launch Reyee Wi-Fi 6? Okay, next. Because in this year, the Wi-Fi era is really arrived. We can see some indicators. In this year, the global chip supply is short. The Wi-Fi 5 chip also, and the manufacture capacity of Wi-Fi 5 is switching to the Wi-Fi 6. In this year, the price of Wi-Fi 6 products is close to Wi-Fi 5. And also in this year, our sales amount of enterprise Wi-Fi 6 almost the same as the Wi-Fi 5 AP. And also in this year, work from home lead more requirements of home Wi-Fi, but cost effective. In this year, our Reyee Wi-Fi 6 launched. For the Reyee Wi-Fi 6, we launched 5 models, including 3 Reyee access points for SMB market, and 2 Reyee mesh Wi-Fi routers for home. Now, please allow me to introduce the access points for SMB market first. For Reyee Wi-Fi 6 access point for SMB, from basic models support AX1800 standard, and 2 high performance AP, RAP2260E model, and also Reyee new outdoor AP. Let's see them one by one. Okay. The first model is RAP2260G. It is AX1800 standard indoor AP. It supports up to 1775 megabit speed. The speed is around 52% higher than common Wi-Fi 5 models AP720-L. It can support max 512 users, but for a good experience, we recommend 100 users only. Okay. It can be used in office, hotel, or supermarket, and restaurant, and so on. This is a really cost-effective AP. Why we say like this? Follow me. Okay, as we know, the enterprise AP 720L is popular by many customers. It is a Wi-Fi 5 AP. But now, with our new Wi-Fi 6 AP 2260G, their prices are similar, but the new Wi-Fi 6 models can provide better speed and Wi-Fi experience. Let's watch a test video to check. Okay, as you can see, compared to 720-L, the actual performance of 2260G with single users is up to 34% higher than older Wi-Fi 5 AP720-L model, with similar price but get better experience. Now, maybe some customers want to know, how about it's compared to other brand? Compared to UBNT Wi-Fi 6 models of U6 Lite, both the max speed and concurrent users are higher than U6 Lite. Also support additional port for extending some other devices such as IP cameras or extension AP. Same as other Reyee APs, it supports the real lifetime cloud management. Real lifetime free, yes. No need any on-premises device. Also more stable. Because the 2260 has released earlier, so some customers already have experienced the new Wi-Fi 6 AP. We collected 3 cases from Thailand, Philippines, and Russia. Let's see what's the result they tested. Let's watch the POC test video. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex, I'm from Enterprise Distribution, Russia, Moscow. And today we're going to install brand new Wi-Fi 6 access points from Reyee. So, okay, let's do it. So, as you can see, we took a bunch of speed tests. Here is a Huawei Wi-Fi 6 phone, here is a laptop supporting Wi-Fi 6. Everything is working well, and we are totally excited. Thank you so much, Reyee. Regards from Russia.
After the basic Wi-Fi 6 models, now the flagship of Reyee Wi-Fi 6 AP is coming. The model name is RAP2260E. Okay, let's watch the product overview video first.
RAP2260E is a Wi-Fi 6 multi-G access point which supports dual band and 8 antenna matrix, which is verified as a reliable, easy-using and high-density access point. Now, we answer 2 questions about it. Question 1. Why choose RAP2260E? The answer is this high-density AP can be used in restaurant, meeting room, mobile game club, bar, banquet hall, the scenarios which generally are crowded place. For a single AP, the wireless coverage radius up to 60 meters. The coverage length seems like around 20 floors building height. For a single AP, the recommended concurrent user number is up to 120. Question 2. Have any value on RG-RAP2260E? The answer is that it supports 2.5 GB Ethernet port. Used cooperatively with 2.5G port switch. Both upload and download speed test result are up to 2100 megabits per second, which can meet the higher speed requirement from mobile game bar, esports club customers. In order to provide good signal coverage to customer, we make each details better and better. The AP use US signal amplifier to ensure 120 user with good online experience concurrently. If the terminals are Wi-Fi 5, the max concurrent users are same by downward compatibility. It support Wi-Fi 6 and max up to 3200 megabits per second per AP. Connect the future with now.
Okay, yes, as you saw in the video, the RAP2260E supports 2.5 Gbps port as uplink, and also support up to 6200 Mbps wireless performance. It's very suitable for high-density scenarios such as bar or banquet hall, and restaurant, big meeting room, and so on. For the concurrent users, it supports max up to 512 users, concurrent users. But for good wireless experience, we also recommend 120 when project design. Okay. So for such a powerful access point, here is an unboxing video. Let's see it together. Okay. Wow, so cool unboxing video. As we just said, with a 2.5 Gbps port and the AX 3200 wireless performance, it supports up to 120 users concurrently, and very suitable for high-density scenarios such as bar, large meeting room, banquet hall, and so on. So, for so many concurrent users, can it work normally? We have tested it and made a high-density scenarios video. Let's watch the video.
Em đêm nay ngon và căng cực. Ăn một căng tranh.
Right, around 18 mobile phones in same room. All mobile phones play live video via TikTok concurrently. As we saw it works normally. Limited the mobile phone's quantity. We just tested around 80 mobile phones. Actually, it supports up to 120 mobile phones concurrently as our R&D team tested. Okay, next. Okay, for the flagship Wi-Fi 6 AP, Here is a panel card with a competitor ubiquity, okay, U6LR. As we can see, the Reyee AP2260E is higher than U6LR on max speed and concurrent users. And the most important advantage is the RAP2260G support one more 2.5G port, multi-G port. Yes, it's very useful. With the 2.5G BPS port, it allows customers to provide more bandwidth to each end users. For the cloud management and warranty, the advantages are same as the other Reyee AP compared to Ubiquiti. Okay, we just introduced two Reyee Wi-Fi 6 indoor models. They have many valued advantages compared to competitors. So, what's the actual performance? Let's watch a comparison test video with them.
Compared to other Reyee Wi-Fi 6 AP, the biggest difference of RAP2260E is it supports 2.5 Gbps Ethernet port and max 3200 megabits per second on wireless. Today, let me test how the wireless speed is when uplink with 2.5 Gbps port. This is the speed test topology. We use the 2.5G port as uplink and connect to a speed test server via multi-G switch. For the downlink side, we use a 4x4 Wi-Fi 6 terminal to connect the Wi-Fi via wireless. We will run a speed test software to test the upload-download speed. In order to get the extreme data, we borrowed a professional equipment, the wireless shielded room. In the cabinet, there is really no any signals from outside. Now, let me put the AP and all other test equipment into the cabinet. Close the door. Finished setup by the lab engineer. We can start testing now. Okay, go. We test multiple times and get an average data. Wow, we get the result. We got 2100 Mbps on wireless. Amazing. Next, we use the same test environment to test U-Brand 6LR. Running. Limited by the 1 Gbps uplink speed, the U-Brand 6LR can only up to 928 megabits per second. Reyee 2260E is nearly 128% higher than it. With the 2.5G port and AX 3200, customers can provide higher wireless bandwidth to users in high-density situation. Just buy it.
Right, and we saw the result. For the U6LR, it's limited by the 1 Gbps uplink. The speed cannot exceed 1000 Mbps, even it supports AX 3200 standard. But for Reyee 2260E, with the 2.5 Gbps port, the speed can up to 2120 Mbps. Compared to the U6 Lite, the 2260G performance is also better than it. Okay, lower price but higher performance. Would you like it? Okay, go next. Our new Reyee RAP6260G. Let's watch a product overview video first.
This area has already been covered by Wi-Fi 6. Please turn off your cellular network without worry. RG, RAP6260G Outdoor AP. A spark of technology and design collision. As everyone knows, Wi-Fi 6 has higher speed, more concurrent users, and lower network delay when with multiple users. But how about move Wi-Fi 6 to outdoor? AX 1775 standard. Enjoy the same high-speed Wi-Fi 6 in the outdoor. Support 1000 megabits per second SFP port. Extra long distance installation is no longer a problem. With OFDMA and MU-MIMO technology, 100 concurrent users online also smoothly. IP68 water protection, 6000 volt lighting protection, not afraid of harsh environment, self-organizing network, lifetime free cloud management. Easy to set up a whole wireless network in 3 minutes. Network maintenance remotely via Reyee Cloud app anywhere, anytime. Now, let's welcome the new generation of outdoor AP.
Okay, as the video said, the new outdoor AP support up to 1775 Mbps performance. The most difference from others is support one SFP port. It allow customer to install the AP far from the data center, up to 20 kilometers with the fiber. And the outdoor AP, it supports the highest level IP68 protection against dust and water. It is suitable to outdoor scenarios such as stadium, factory, warehouse, park, and so on. For this new outdoor AP, we tested it in rain in a park and made a video. Let's watch it. It's very interesting. Yes, that's so exciting, right? In order to show the real performance, we chose the raining day to test. Although one professional camera was broke by the rain, but it's worthy to show it for you. Okay. Okay. After the testing in rain, we also made a testing in another interesting place. in our headquarters temperature test lab to check the high and low temperature features of our new outdoor AP. The long time working temperature is from -40 Celsius degree to 65 Celsius degree. But this time we tested up to 70 and 5 Celsius degree. Let's check it together.
The RAP 6260G is a new generation of Reyee outdoor AP, with a long time and stable operating temperature range from -40 to 65 centigrade. Such a wide temperature range is a great test for all components of the product. Today we are going to the high and low temperature lab at headquarters to test its limits. Let's start at the lowest temperature first. Let's put the AP in the temperature test machine. Put a plate of water to make ice also. We put laptop outside, and after the network setup finish, let's close the door. Set the target temperature to -40 centigrade. Start operating. The lab engineers say it will take 30 to 60 minutes to reach this low temperature. This is the current temperature in the machine. Okay, let's wait. Alright, we got it. We can see that the temperature in the machine has reached -40 centigrade. We also can see the blue indicator light of the equipment in the machine is blinking normally, indicating that everything is normal. At the same time, we use the laptop to connect the AP Wi-Fi. Try to access the internet. Play video is normal also. Now, let's open the door. We can see the mist of cool air. We saw that although the equipment was freezing cold, it still worked normally. Let's see what's going on with our water tray. You can see that the ice is solid in the plate. -40 centigrade challenge successful. Now let's challenge the high temperature environment. The maximum recommended temperature for the equipment to work steadily for a long time is 65 degrees Celsius. But today we are going to challenge what happens at 75 degrees Celsius. Now it's nearly lunchtime. I'm a little hungry. Let's set the target temperature to 75 degrees Celsius. Start running. Heat up will be faster. It's going to take about half an hour. Alright, now we can see that the current temperature in the cabinet has reached 75 degrees Celsius. We also saw the blue lights of the equipment in the cabin flashing normally, indicating that the equipment was operating normally. At the same time, we use the computer to connect the AP Wi-Fi. Try to access the internet. Play video is normal also. Let me check my noodles. Wow. Yummy yummy. RAP 6260G 75 degree challenge successful. Thanks for your time.
Okay, how about compared to others of the RAP 6260G? Here is a battle card with ubiquity. Besides, the speed is a little higher, and the transparent power of the wireless is higher also. It means better signal for users. On the other hand, the SMP port allows customer to install the AP long distance from cabinet, also support real cloud management without any on-premise device. Here are two case stories of RAP 6260G for reference, which were installed in a warehouse and the construction site. Let's check it together.
The environment of the construction site is very crude and dusty. Offices and dormitories are mostly temporary prefabricated houses that will be disassembled later. So when we do network construction, we tend to have less wiring. In terms of wireless AP, we will also choose high-power outdoor AP generally for unified Wi-Fi coverage. Project requirement. Construction site coverage requirement. Labor dormitory and office room. The wireless coverage must be large and support multiple terminals access internet concurrently. Based on the above requirements, we choose the outdoor AP-RG, RAP 6260G. After the installation, we did speed test. It shows both indoor and outdoor Wi-Fi coverage is good. Then we started the long distance challenge and test signals with obstructions. Far from around 50 meters away, behind a temporary iron sheet house. Our test mobile still shows 50% of signal. Do you like this access point? It's very common to see Wi-Fi coverage in warehouse scenarios. However, it's not easy to do it well. For example, bad roaming may cause error on PDA. Today, RAP6260G come and show you to see if we can solve the issues we generally encountered in the warehouse scenarios. Finish RAP6260G installation. Then we took the test meter. When behind storage rack, the Wi-Fi signal was still strong. We can also get more than 30 megabits per second bandwidth from 6260G in very dense storage racks without even seeing the AP at the same time. When we move with the test meter, the roaming is smooth and the package loss rate is almost zero. That is how competent RAP6260G is.
Okay, for such a wonderful products, it's worth to have for you. Why we choose Reyee Wi-Fi 6 AP? What's the difference between Reyee and Reyee Wi-Fi 6? The main difference are the Reyee AP supports full cloud management, especially supports scenario-based configuration and self-organizing network features. It makes the network setup very easy. The Reyee also supports the load balance between the neighboring APs, which can provide a better Wi-Fi experience to users. Okay, let me have a summary for the Reyee Wi-Fi 6 AP. For the 2260G, it's really cost-effective Wi-Fi 6 AP. For the 2260E, based on the 2.5 Gbps uplink port, the AX3020 wireless speed is very suitable to high-density scenarios. And for the 6260G, new generation outdoor AP of Reyee. Reyee Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6 killer.
Product transfer, Wi-Fi 16, Wi-Fi 16. Landing, departure.
3, 2, 1, landing, touchdown. Reyee, this is AW3200GX Pro, Team Wi-Fi 6, RS3P. Hello, anybody here?
Sir, EW1800GX Pro here.
Great! Describe the place you are heading.
Sir, like a garden. Wait, no, it's a home office.
Copy that. Hurry up. Time to work. Target, full house coverage.
Roger that.
Searching. Lockdown. The Earth.
I need a pole. This god of Alpha Planet is no more energy for me. I'm dying.
New armor has been detected. They developed Wi-Fi 6 on Reyee router. May help us search the source for you.
Please, social energy. This always can find a way to make people happy. Where is the damage root?
They secretly send water to Earth to help Reyee partner here, to get more powerful and stable signal. The special function they call Reyee Mesh also make full coverage of local people's home. This function gonna help us to find more live source for you, my lord.
powerful signal. You two, go get it, or I will kill you.
You have my word, Your Honor.
Report, Captain. We have delivered 2 types of the router into your planet. There's the EW1800GX Pro and EW3200GX Pro. All of them are Wi-Fi 6 new technology. Salute, copy. More planet Reyee technologies will send to common capsule, and more engineers will time travel to the Earth. May Reyee be with you.
Alright, hello everybody, this is your loved one MJ, the captain of the Reyee home Wi-Fi router. Are you excited? After our Wi-Fi 6 router landed on this earth, are you ready to purchase one for your home? Alright, today my topic is surfing the network future. Right, so most of people will think about why need to care about the Wi-Fi 6? Or why need to upgrade to Wi-Fi 6, right? Because some people think they right now just survived in the 11N or just, pass through the 11AC and the Wi-Fi 5. Why they need to care about the Wi-Fi 6, right? So I will play a video for you to introduce why you need to care about it and why you need to upgrade the Reyee Wi-Fi 6 video. Okay, let's check it out.
Hey everyone, this is MJ from Reyee. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, many of you have to working and learning from the home. That can mean lots of the frustrating problems for our home network, including slow or spotty internet. The coolest A02.11ax Wi-Fi standard is about to enter to our life, improving with a host of networks technology. Let's take a look what kind of the magnificent changes the new Wi-Fi 6 standard bring to us, to better understand how everything fits together. So far, Reyee is about to launch 2 routers that are compatible with the latest A02.11ax, EW1800GX Pro, and EW3200GX Pro. More Wi-Fi 6 products are coming to the family. As you might expect, they offer faster overall network speeds, gathering the whole family together for 4K video streaming, and speeding up faster download for the large files at home office. That's great news. The faster internet is constantly in demand. Then, how fast is Wi-Fi 6? The short but unnecessary answer is 9.6 gigabits per second, 3 times than the Wi-Fi 5 does. The real answer is both of those speeds are unlikely to ever reach in the real world. The typical download speed in the United States is just around 89 megabits per second. But imagine, download a large files, just the whoo! Loading a HD video on Netflix just 1 week. Wi-Fi 6 helps each connecting terminal reach the peak on a high-quality network. However, the new AO 2.11ax standard isn't just about boosting the internet speed rate. It also optimizes a number of the other useful functions. Let's see, dramatically increase in the number of the client devices. Capacity. You can imagine, as you favor, along with the development of the technology, we are connecting more devices than ever. A modern household before 2018 is estimated to have an average of around 10 devices, such as cell phone, laptop, and so on. This rounding number may jump to 50 devices or more with the smart home kits in the future. Although, in recent markets, many routers claim to support hundreds of devices concurrently. The reality is that all connected devices share the same internet connection, which causes the network congestion, higher latency, and the connection quality drop down. The new Wi-Fi 6 standard nailed all those issues head-on, increasing Wi-Fi network capacity, which means enrich the way connecting more devices to better serve the denser network environment we are now facing. Then we encounter a huge obstruction. How to improve connectivity in the dense environment? Introducing the technology known as OFDMA for short, or complete saying, orthogonal frequency division multiple access. With the previous generation of the internet standard, every assigned channel carried the data from each single device. The problem is, each transmission might cause the waste capacity. To be clarified, red truck can only take the red stock, green truck can only take the green one. With OFDMA, the data channel is arranged more efficiently. So that means we have a super truck that allows the data from the different devices can be bundled together to ensure no more wasted bandwidth. This means one channel can transmit data to several devices at the same time. Saying, kids playing the Xbox, you are on the Zoom meeting, and you love watching the HD live streaming on the TikTok. With Wi-Fi 6, stress relief, thus enhancing the network efficiency and reducing the latency. The Wi-Fi 6 also includes other features that improve the end-user experience into the next level, covering the wider space over the longer distance. That's a huge one, but some small but special change you may not feel immediately. IoT, or the Internet of the Thing, is simply any devices that connect to the Internet. IoT devices have the low latency, low speed, and low power consumption. The Internet needs a more structured, capable network infrastructure. Wi-Fi 6 includes low power improvements, like target wake time, that are well suited for the IoT devices. TWT, saying the target wake time, allows the transmission to be scheduled. Tell the device when to wake or when to sleep. Before while devices waiting for the data transmission, phones remain awake even if there is no data traveling. TWT is to conserve the power, resulting in the longer battery life. Okay, so far for this. When is all of this about to happen? Well, there are not too many compatible cell phone devices until 2019 and 2020. Right now, it's a good opportunity to serving your Wi-Fi network experience in the future way. Reyee have 2 Wi-Fi 6 compatible router arriving in the market in this summer. We believe more and more families and small business upgrade to a new Wi-Fi router in every 4 to 6 years also. Which means today, you get a Wi-Fi 6 router could benefit your network performance in the following years. If you want to enjoy the faster, more reliable, and easier setup Wi-Fi experience on your 11ax devices in the future, you should probably think about purchasing a network generation router today. In short, Reyee Wi-Fi 6 router can give you the better experience possible today. Still undecided? You may need to know more functions about how we make your Wi-Fi 6 easy network. Visit our website or Reyee router application. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Okay, welcome back. So after the video showing, you know what? When you upgrade to Wi-Fi 6, you will get first, the faster internet speed, second, more reliable internet, and the third, the much more capacity, right? So that's very important. Alright guys, so today I'm gonna introduce two of my beauty for you. The first one, we call the nickname Gentle Monster, right? When you get the first impression of the Gentle Monster, what do you think about it? Look at this white beauty. How powerful, how beautiful it is, right? So we put the independent fan chips, which will give you the much faster speed for the internet. And we add the high gain antennas and the 4 times omnidirectional of the high antennas into this router. And we build up the bracing LED indicator and the one-click Reyee mesh button on the top of this router, which will help you to see everything, every condition of the router very clearly. Okay. And meanwhile, this is a dual-band Wi-Fi 6, which means go up, it can support Wi-Fi 6, and go down straight, it can support the Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 4, or even more. So don't worry about if your internet of the home cannot support it all, okay? So for the next one, we will give you much more stronger router. Okay, we got the Hunter Monster, which is our flagship router of the Wi-Fi 6. Which means it's RGEW3200GX Pro. We give it 8 independent fan, which means it's twice than the Gentle Monster EW1800GX Pro. And we put the 6 dBi high gain antennas inside this monster. And we give the special design for this router, which means for the 5G, we support the Wi-Fi 6, but for the 2.4G, we give the special designer for the IoT and the smart home kits, which means it only supports 11N, because you know, in the market, most of the IoT devices or the smart home kits, they only support for the 2.G, and with our smart home function of this router, it will help you to connect more smart home kits into this router and you know, make your home smarter and smarter, right? That's a step into the future. And meanwhile, we also equipped other same functions like the bracing LED indicator and the one-click Reyee mesh button on the top of this router. And maybe you have already noticed that red dot, right? That means this one, the appearance or the design is awarded by the Red Dot International Organization, just because this looks fabulous. Okay, next one. So since I have already introduced a lot of the, appear and the function, the basic function of the router, you may think about, okay, you just, make your router looks powerful and beautiful. But in reality, how does it work, right? So right now, we will show you the competition between the Reyee Wi-Fi 6 mesh router and compete with other, very famous brand in the router market. So let's check it out. Reyee versus others.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna host a very fabulous competition for the home router, and the competitor is Reyee and someone. And don't waste the time, just go directly to the competition. Let's do it.
like I have already mentioned on the ending of that video, there is no good or no bad, but we are so good. We just don't want to, you know, belittle other brand. But as you can see, no matter the coverage, no matter the speed test, no matter, you know, the capacity, we all win. That can say a lot, right? So after that, let's just move on. This is a kind of like the spec you are willing to know, because lots of people, they care about the data sheet, right? Some data will attract them to purchase the router. So let's check some basic stuff of those two routers. Okay, the first one come out is attendance and appeals. As you can see on the top of this chart, the EW3200JX Pro, which we called the Hunter Monster, have the largest or the most attendance above the other routers. And normally, and you can see on the down below, we set three tabs of the router. The first one is just a very, very traditional one, you know, with a body, with a 4 attendance. And the second one, when you first get it, or when you get the first impression of it, you will say, wow. And I will tell you why. And the third tab, you will think, oh my god, that one is kind of like the future, right? But it's a little bit too fancy for you to put it in the home. And the price of the router is much, much fancy, right? But why we call the second type is wow, just because we are different than others. We put the EW1800GX Pro, we give it powerful function. Meanwhile, we give it white, bright design. You know, this white color is so outstanding. So maybe you will think about it to put this gentle monster in your home. And if you got interested, just try it out. And let's move to the second page. Okay, the second one we need to care about is the coverage. Why? Just because lots of the router or the brand, they just claim they can give you home the full coverage. But sometimes when you go to the, you know, the toilet, the bathroom, or sometimes you just go outside of your home, the internet or the signal just down, right? That's so frustrating. But for the Wi-Fi 6 router, the most important function is to give you the reliable and the more powerful coverage for your home. So compare with others, our Hunter Monster EW3200GX Pro will give you the fabulous coverage for your home. You know, it's kind of like the twice than the other one. And in the middle of the competition, our EW1800GX Pro also can cover around the 90 square meters, which means for the modern family, that's good enough. If you want to add more, maybe you can try our Reyee mesh. I will talk about it later. And compare with other famous brands like TP-Link or the Asus and the Netgear. Most of them, just to show you, we can cover 2 to 3 rooms. Is that enough? Maybe that will make you feel a little bit confused, right? Because different people have different thinking about the 2 to 3 room. The room size is just so differentiated. We give you the exactly number. The Hunter Monster can cover like the 2 bedroom, 2 living room types of house. And for the Gentle Monster EW1800GX Pro, it can cover around like the single studio or the single apartment. That's good enough, right? Let's move to the next one. Okay, here is the most important part. Capacity. Because I have already mentioned for the modern family, lots of the people, they will use lots of the, you know, the smart devices. For example, the smartphone, the laptop, the iPad, or we call just a pad, right? Or some others smart home kit, like the iRobot, like the Amazon Echo with Alexa, right? Or the Google Assistant. Lots of the smart home kits in your home. And here is a big trouble, because if you purchase the normal router, it cannot provide the high capacity for you, right? So right now, we will do the computation of the capacity. As you can see, it's obviously our Hunter Monster EW3200GX Pro have got the highest, but the number is a little bit tricky. It's 192 as a maximum. So for the high level computator, I cannot tell the name, but you can see the color, right? They can cover around or over 130 devices or terminals in total. And our EW1800GX Pro can cover, not bad, right? It's 128 devices in total. But in the market, the average Wi-Fi 6 devices, they claim they can coverage around 18 to 100, like some famous brand. And even, you know what, our AC family, I mean our EW1200 G Pro and the EW1200, the Wi-Fi 5 devices, they also can support you, you know, the daily use. That's good enough if you do not think about to upgrade your router to the Wi-Fi 6. But try is not a bad thing, right? Just to try one Wi-Fi 6 router and cover your home with much more capacity. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, since we talk about lots of the data sheet and the spec of the router, the basic information you have already know, we win this, and win that, right? So here is very obvious the battle card for you to give you more details how we can win, right? So we use the green to highlight what kind of the function we beat other routers. And we also show you something we did not that good. Like I highlight the main function of the right color. So as you can see, most of them we win, but some not necessary stuff, or we call it's not for the basic home use, right? Like USB, maybe you can think about it. And especially here is the two things I need to take your attention. The first one is a mesh. Mesh is very important for the modern family, especially for the large house or the big villa, because they can give you the network for the upstairs and the downstairs, and they give you the real full coverage house internet solution. And another one is the fan. Why fan is very important? Because fan is kind of like the amplifier for the signal. It can enhance the power to receive and transmit the signal to end form. That's important, right? So all about this basic function, we just win. So I just want to give you the very simple notice that we are good, right? Let's move to the next one. Okay, since we talk about the mesh function, so for our whole EW series family, we can give you the Reyee mesh, which means very easy. Why it's easy? We call it a one-click Reyee mesh, especially for the Wi-Fi 6 router. We put the one-click button just on the top of the router. You just need click once and connect them all. And for the mix and match, some people will say, what's that? That is the very special function. We give you the choice because all of the router in the EW series, they can connect together. But I need to give you a notice. The first will be, if you want to experience the pure Wi-Fi 6, you cannot mash up the Wi-Fi 6 router with a Wi-Fi 5 router all downstairs. It's the first tips. Second tips, we highly recommend you to do within 5 devices mashup, because if you beyond this number, the performance of the internet may become unstable, and you may get some, the latency or the logging. That's too bad for experience the high-speed internet, right? And meanwhile, lots of people will think, can you give me more capacity? Yes, if you do the mesh, if you use the mesh function, it will give you the very numerous range of the coverage and the capacity. One router can cover max to the 192, and if you add more, it can cover more. But just in case, to keep the better internet performance, I highly recommend that do not beyond the 200 device or terminal in total, okay? Okay, so much for this. We have prepared another video. We do the mesh function test to show you how powerful our Reyee mesh could be, and some very funny fact and the fun interest about the Reyee mesh. The indicator light, what does that mean? The green one, the red one, the orange one. So after that video, you can check it out and figure it out by yourself. Alright, let's check the video.
Hello everybody, this is your loved one MJ, and in today's section I will show you something very special about our Reyee mesh router. And recently we got lots of the useful feedback and a little bit complaint from our end user. They're talking about the indicator or LED lighting. They think while they're using the latest generation, I mean the EW1200 or the EW1200G Pro, so they cannot figure out which one stands for what. So in today's section, I will show you in what kind of the scenario or in what kind of situation the light will stand in today's section. I will use our brand new Wi-Fi 6 flagship devices. We call it EW3200GX Pro. Pretty cool, right? And we set two indicators here, one for the connectivity and another for the Reyee mesh. So just don't waste time, follow my instruction, let's check it out. Alright, first things first, let's power up this router and make it access to the internet, right? And right now, you can see here, this is a connection indicator, right? So this flashing blue means it will set up for a little bit of time, around 2 to 3 minutes.
2 minutes later.
Alright, after 2 minutes, you see right now the flashing blue light turned to the stable one, which means this router is accessing to the internet and work pretty normally. Alright, you know what? Lots of the people complain about our Reyee mesh because they think the processing is a little bit complicated. So today I will show you how to do the Reyee mesh and how the indicator will show to you what kind of meaning about this. So just let's do it. So this is a brand new one. It's all the same processing. I mean the power up, but in this time we don't need to connect to the internet because we will use the Reyee mesh. Alright, that's a magic time. And you can see this blue flashing light show up again. Alright, so during this time, follow me. Oh, simple tips. When you Reyee mesh two routers from the EW series family, just remember, put them together within 2 meters, okay? Alright, so this light is for the Reyee mesh. We just click it. In the main router, it shows the green light, which means it's starting the Reyee mesh and searching for the secondary devices. Alright. For this procedure, it will take 2 to 3 minutes. So just be patient and you will see the magic. Alright, this is stable green indicator status, which means 2 devices totally, they Reyee meshed together perfectly. And in another way, this green light means the internet signal is pretty good. We call it perfect, right? So you can see in the main router, we have the stable green light. And in our second router, they have the same stuff, the stable green light. Which means these 2 devices just connect together very good. Okay, some of our end user may curious about what does the red light and the orange light stand for, right? So right now I will show you in reality to show you how does those mean. I can tell you, one is for disconnection, another is for very bad signal. Alright, let's check it out. So I will power off this secondary router and just follow me. Let's find a place. You know, right now we just passed through the half of the workspace. And to be honest, I'm so confident. Why so? Just because I think this router can provide a very, very powerful signal. So if I put the router here, the light may still follow the green light. So I need to go far away from the original place. Okay, I find that meeting room. Let's check out if that's possible to turn the right light. Alright, so the same process. I will power on this router. Alright, oops. Alright. So for the restart, we still need to wait 2 to 3 minutes. Let this router be set up, okay? So unfortunately, if you got the right light on your secondary router, which means the Reyee mesh disconnected. I'm so sorry, but maybe you can just change this router into another place and find a better signal, and the light will return to the green again. And we will do it for you, just to check it out. Okay guys, so much for today. Right now I think you are super professional, or we called experts for our Reyee mesh router, right? And you are totally familiar with what kind of the light to stand for what kind of the scenario. So if you just not get enough from today's video and you are just want to learn more about our Reyee router, we will take this instruction, or we call the user guide, into the box, and you can check a lot of the stuff, especially the light information on the first page, and they will give you more detail about our Reyee mesh router. Alright, this is the last sentence. So much for today. You know what? 81 mesh more, and see you next time.